Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Sometimes buying silver is like... Let's explore! Buying silver. It evokes different emotions in different people for different reasons. Sometimes buying silver can be quite elating, can be quite exciting, can be quite fulfilling. Sometimes buying silver is like a star full of polka dots. Sometimes buying silver is like a silver lining on a cloud. But sometimes that black cloud has other things in mind. We're going to talk about buying silver and the emotions that it evokes. And I'm not necessarily talking about the positive emotions either, because there are negative ones as well. And I think those negative emotions can be perceived based off of expectations that some people get by watching some YouTube channels or reading certain media that gives you the expectation that silver is going to go to the moon or through the roof or what have you. And others say, well, hey, the price of silver is suppressed. And so therefore, it's only a matter of time before that compression breaks free and silver retains its true value. But I would encourage you to look past that, because that's all noise. That is all noise. I believe in being realistic about silver. And we're going to talk a little bit about realism with silver in this video. And what we're looking at here is a series of two different silver eagles, one from one year and one from the next. The silver eagle in 2020 has got a lot of press, I would say, in this community and others. The silver eagle has certainly been cursed at because of the high premiums that started in 2020. And that is something that we all lament. And so buying silver is like a bag full of cursed words that we have against the United States Mint kind of increasing their premium to authorized purchasers, but also just in terms of the amount of high dollars that we're paying above spot for this silver eagle. And then in 2021, we had the same design on this coin for the first several months of the year. And that was when the silver squeeze was on. And that silver squeeze was a movement to try to sort of emulate what happened with certain stocks, such as AMC and the like. And we thought maybe we could send a message and squeeze out the short squeeze on silver. Turns out that failed, and it was really predictable that it would fail in that regard. It did kind of bump up the spot price for a very brief amount of time. And then we had another very disappointing time, and that is the new design, this new eagle, which is now going to be under silver eagles in perpetuity until such a time when the design is changed again. And in my view, this is not a very good design, and actually is more emblematic to a defeated America than anything else. So many times when we buy silver, especially coins like this, we lament if you aren't a fan of the design. This heraldic eagle, to me, is a more sign of a victorious and strong nation, in my view, than this design for 2021. But people have different opinions on it. Some people have grown to like this design. For me, the more I look at it, the worse I think it is. But that's just my opinion. And you know what they say about opinions? Well, sometimes buying silver is like, well, you got your head up your rear end. And that rear end is like all of us have one, and we have opinions tied to it. Sometimes buying silver is like that. You know, when you buy and you are continually frustrated and about what's going on in the markets, how it's perceived by the precious metals media, per se, the markets and the like, especially when the prices move up and down and sideways. Sideways being a key of the amount of frustration that sometimes we can see with the prices of silver. Silver is a metal that evokes a lot of emotion, I think, in people, and that is something that is recognizable, especially on this channel, as I've been in the community for a while and have seen all kinds of different opinions on silver reflected in what's going on. There's been some people that frequent this channel who literally hate the metal, and they love gold. There's others that could care less about it or gold, but especially they can care less about silver. There are others who absolutely love silver and think it's undervalued. Now, most of you know I'm pretty transparent on my feelings about silver. I am bullish on silver in the long term, as I believe it will preserve our wealth, and that's all we should ask for the metal. It won't make us rich or anything else. I think having expectations greater than what we are seeing in reality is, I believe, a dangerous game, because you set yourself up for disappointment. Sometimes buying silver is like a rainstorm of more silver. That's right, more silver upon more silver, until you accumulate enough of it that you feel like you have acquired a treasure trove of silver. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes buying silver is like a rainstorm of real money. And I think that is a good way to look at silver. And because silver is a metal that will preserve your wealth. It is money, although there are times, especially when we're seeing in the markets, and the perception of silver is changing over time. And I believe that change is witnessed in the price and reflected in the price of silver, and that's why it has frustrated so many people. And that leads us to the ultimate point of this video, because sometimes buying silver is like pouring salt in the womb. That's right. In the womb and in the wound. In the womb of eking your way out of financial difficulty and of financial frustration into a new life of financial stability, sometimes we get very discouraged. And so we think to ourselves, man, the price of silver is going down, and I bought the silver at a certain amount of time, and I thought it was going to preserve my wealth and make me financially secure. Salt in the wound can hurt very deeply for a great amount of time when you pay a heavy price for silver with heavy premiums, only to find that silver's price keeps going down for an amount of time, especially when they told you in the media, and I'm not talking about the mainstream media, I'm talking about alternative media of all sorts, and they say that silver's going to go to the moon. Silver's suppressed, and it's supposed to go sky high. It's supposed to be $50 an ounce. It's supposed to be $100 an ounce. What's going on? The price keeps going lower and lower. The salt, it just festers in that wound. The salt is in the wound. 2020 Eagle, a 2020 Eagle, almost a year ago, was put inside of this sawed off water bottle, and I documented it here on this channel. The Salty Eagle is right before our very eyes, right here, almost 1 full year later. And we're going to see what that silver looks like. There was an experiment that was made about silver, and if it could be somehow deteriorated, destroyed, even dissolved by salt. There was a member on this channel who claimed that if you put a silver eagle or any silver inside of salt water, that it would be destroyed. I disagree. This is an ongoing experiment, and we're going to reveal the results of this experiment in the coming days. Stay tuned. If you want to find out exactly what day, or very near to what day, that we will reveal the results of this experiment, as this silver eagle has laid in rest inside of this salty container for almost a full year, then watch at the end screen of this video, or in the description of this video or pinned comment, a link to the playlist that chronicles the 2020 Salty Eagle. Will it be dissolved in salt? I don't know. I have a feeling. We'll find out in due course. So this video, we're gonna look in, we're gonna reveal the details. I'm pouring salt in the wounds of your curiosity. I'm milk spotting this video for all of its worth, because we are going to find out together in that time. There's a select few of you who have been asking me throughout the course of the year, Uncle Sal, what is the status of the Salty Eagle? Have you forgotten? Well, no, I have not forgotten, and I have not looked. I have no idea what's inside of this tomb of salt, but I believe that we will see some resilience in the end. We'll have to find out, and when we do find out, it will be together. Together we will reveal what is inside of this salty mass, the liquefied aura, this molten liquid of salinization. From the salination nation lies this heavy sodium riddled swamp of mesh. I will say that the water that was poured on this is the same water that you saw me pour in it in one of those videos in the playlist. I encourage you all to watch that entire playlist so that you can be caught up and anticipate what is to come. It's all about anticipation, folks. And like I said, I'm milk spotting this for all of its worth. So stay tuned as we reveal the Salty Eagle to come. A multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video. If you buy silver, don't be disappointed. Don't let it be like salt rubbed in the wound or in the womb. Financial freedom is about sound money. And I believe, yes, salt is sound money. Well, it was at one time. It was actually used as money, salt was. But silver is definitely sound money. And that's what this is. This is silver, sound money. A multitude of gratitude to you all.